Alright, so I got a little bit of edge for you. My girlfriend was looking at these Facebook buy-sell trade groups, and we're looking for cheap baby stuff, and she saw a garage sell some cheap baby stuff and Nintendo. Well, we didn't get up early enough in time. I had to drive out and do some work at helping a guy do some yard work for some extra scratch. So I had to get out and go do that. So the garage sale's on the way, so I stopped by, and they had a Nintendo with an NES Advantage sitting on top. I get to the garage sale and I say, "Hey lady, how much you asking on this Nintendo?" Rookie mistake. Should have just right out the gate, "Hey, you take $5 for this," and then walked away. It's like, "Oh, I want 35." Now this thing was caked in dirt and what looked like semen and just like a yellow gook, and it was gross. And I was like, "Okay, how much for just the NES Advantage joystick?" Because I wanted the joystick mostly. And the reason why, the game Smash TV, you can set it up to play with two controllers, and it's a twin stick shooter. So what I want to do is get two NES Advantages and play it as a twin stick shooter, is the idea. And she's like, "Oh, I want to sell it together." And it's like, "How much are you thinking?" It's like, "I was thinking $10. And "Oh, no, I can't do that." It's like, "Well, it's dirty. Have you tested it?" And it's like, "Oh, my husband would kill me." It's like, well, okay. So I walked away. Big, whatever. I didn't really care. So this is on a cul-de-sac, and I get, 3 houses over, and there's a table with tons of video game crap. And I'm rifling through it, and I see this particular controller I've been looking for, which I haven't tested this one yet. I probably should. But, so there's this particular controller I've been looking for the original Xbox. And I just say, "Hey, how much you want on this controller?" And this lady says, $20 for everything on the table. Okay. So we get this box. She actually gave me a bag, but I got rid of the bag, and I'm using this box. So let's go through this thing. So these 2 cases are empty. Madden 09 and Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. These are empty. But, actually, hang on, I'm going to go turn the lights up. Alright, sorry about that. I just realized it's fucking dark in here. So, 2 empty cases. And a copy of Madagascar on DVD. Cool. Alright, so there's a ton of games. I guess we'll go through the stuff first. So, I got one standard Xbox controller. And this also looks like it's coated in someone's bodily fluids. So I'm going to have to get out the toothbrush. And I keep an old toothbrush in my toolbox to scrub shit off. So I'm going to take care of that. No breakaway cable. And it has this. Now this is for your headset for Xbox Live. And this goes in the top memory card slot, and then you plug in your headset into here. You got a little mute button and volume slider. So we got this. And then we got this blue Xbox controller. Again, another Xbox Live headset adapter, and no breakaway cable. Let's see. PlayStation AV cords. This is one of the other things I was pretty excited about. PS2 multi-tap. And judging by this kid's taste in games, there's not going to be anything too cool on this memory card. But I've been looking for multi-taps for older systems just because I'm that kind of guy, I suppose. So we got PlayStation 2 multi-tap. This is just another memory card I brought from home. So I guess I'm going to fire this up and see if I can access all 4 memory cards at once. because, you know, after all these years, I've started to fill up some PS2 memory cards. Now, I won't have to get up and swap cards. I can just leave this big brick plugged in. So I hope this works on the PS2 Slim. I think there might be a PS2 Slim specific multi-tap. Or it might be after a certain model number of... I looked at the Wikipedia page about this thing, so I have to do a little bit of experimenting. If you know off the top of your head lots of information about PS2 multi-taps, let me know. This was an interesting item. Actually, this is the controller I wanted. This is a Logitech wireless Xbox controller. Now, when I first was getting into the Xbox, I wanted one of these, and at the time they're going for, like, I don't know, over 20 bucks probably, because I'm cheap. And I heard, like, this thing got great reviews back in the day, that this is just a really solid wireless controller. And this is the dongle you plug into your Xbox. You got your memory card slots here, and then the pairing button. So, this is what I asked about. I was going to try to get this for like $1. This is the goal. We got another Logitech wireless controller, probably for the Xbox. Not sure if the same dongle works. Yeah, it's for the Xbox. It's got the Xbox button. But this is the EA Sports white one. So I got two of these. Not sure if they both work with one dongle, or if you need two dongles, or I don't know. Haven't tested these two out yet. This retarded thing. This is the dongle that goes into your Xbox. And there are air vents right here on the grip. And there's a fan. This sucker takes 4 AA's. So there's a little turn dial here for turning up the fan speed. So you can cool your hands on those long Halo sessions. It's fucking retarded. But here it is. This guy, I believe, goes to a Game Shark. This plugs into your PC. Your Xbox memory card goes into here. Now, I have one of these. I think in a dresser at the house I'm moving out of is where that's located, if I had to guess. But I spent a little bit of money back in the day to buy this to put the cracked files on the Xbox memory cards so that I could crack my Xboxes. So you only need to use it once. But now, I've got 2 of these things. Tremendous. We got some sort of PlayStation 2 extension cable, but it's not very long. These come in handy. I've got a couple of these already. Let's see. Another one of those dongles for the Nyko Airflow wireless. This, I believe, is a PS2 wireless controller dongle. Or maybe it's a DVD remote adapter. I don't know. This looks like it's infrared. You can plug your controller into it. So I'm not sure. This might be for a DVD remote, if I had to guess. Because it's still got a port for a controller to plug into, but no memory card. Or maybe I got that. No, that's right. No, this plugs into your controller port. I don't know what the hell this is for. It says Intech on it. If you know what this is. This plugs into your controller port. It looks like it also has a controller port here, and this looks like an infrared something or other. I don't know. Now this item I thought was cool. I saw this on Instagram a few weeks ago. Cuddy Game Collection, and he has like all sorts of really cool shit. This is a Wi-Fi adapter for the original Xbox. It's missing the power adapter, but I may try to find a cheap I may try to find a cheap I can't say it. I may try to find a cheap generic AC adapter for this thing. It takes 6 volt, 1 amp. They make AC adapters that you can pick the voltage and amperage and all that shit, and then it's got multiple tips so you can get it to connect. So this connects to your Wi-Fi, and then you got an Ethernet cable So you plug this from here into your Xbox, then you got your Xbox hooked up on your Wi-Fi. I use my Xbox quite a bit as a media center, so having it connected to the Wi-Fi is pretty cool. I imagine I won't have too much trouble, like I'm knock on wood, but I imagine it won't be too hard finding the DVD, the disc, downloading that, so that I can configure this bad boy, because I don't think it's built into the Xbox. I think you have to have a disc that comes with it. But this was something I was thinking about picking up someday, like just a little weird tchotchke to add to the game collection. I would like to use it. I would like to connect one of my Xboxes to the Wi-Fi just to use this thing. I think this is probably the coolest item in the... probably the one that's going to get the least use. What's going to get the most use is this first couple of things we looked at. Now these controllers, what I think is funny, if you remember back a couple episodes of Edge, Kyle gave me some broke Xbox controllers. The standard color, which this is actually a dark green. If you see it in the correct lighting, you can indeed tell that this is a very, very dark green. And this sort of translucent blue controller. Kyle gave me controllers exactly like this, but they were broken. And I tested them out yesterday just to make sure, and they are indeed broken. One doesn't work at all, and the other one just thinks it's holding up on the D-pad or analog stick the whole time. It just keeps cycling through the up. But those two controllers had the breakaways. So now, and I don't know why this is, but good working Xbox controllers are hard to find. And I want a bunch of them because someday, man, I'm going to trick some friends into coming over here and we're going to play some fucking Halo or some Star Wars Battlefront or something. I don't know. Keep that in mind, Kyle. I'm going to try to drag your ass over here, play some Outrun on my networked Xboxes because I'll have 3 TVs in here set up and ready to go because I think that'll be cool as hell. So, these two I did test and they work great. So let me clear off my desk a little bit and we'll go through the rest of the contents of this box. And I do want to test these out and see how well they work, but I didn't have batteries down here. I didn't want to run upstairs. Been doing a lot of this yard work for extra money, you see. I'm just exhausted. I am pretty excited about this. I guess when I'm done with this video, I'm going to test it out and see if I can access all 4 memory cards on this thing on the slim PS2. I don't know. I hate swapping memory cards. What can I say? Alright, so no particular order. No amazing games here. But I got a lot of them. NCAA Football 2003. Exciting. Tony Hawk's Underground. Like, didn't every kid in like 2002 have this? I didn't. I didn't give a shit about Tony Hawk. Extreme Dancing equals extreme fun, but we don't get DDR, we get SingStar Pop. Not that cool. All-Star Baseball 05. 12-year-old baseball game. Super neat. Ugh. Call of Duty. Big Red One. Not that cool. Madden 06. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. Exciting stuff, guys. Here is a copy of Modern Warfare 2. I guess, yeah, the empty case was just regular Modern Warfare. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition. You remember this one? It came with the DLC codes. I'm not going to show them because I am going to try these out before. But when this came out originally, everyone pitched a bitch because it's Game of the Year version. And up until this point, when a Game of the Year game came out, it had bug fixes and all the DLC and shit on the disc. And that's just the way it was. Until this turd came out. And then it's just like, no, it's the regular game that you've already bought, but it's got the or can buy used. But it's got the DLC codes that expire. So I'm willing to bet that these are expired, but I'll throw one in just to see. You never know. Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. That might be good for a laugh. I don't know. I might play that. Rainbow Six Vegas. I might already have this one. If not, I might play some of these first-person shooters. This kid definitely liked his first-persons and shootings. Halo 2. Halo, which I guess I don't have the green label, the original label, so I might put this in a better condition case and keep it, because I only have the greatest hits version of Halo. Gotta have all the variations, don't you? Halo 3. Now, on the table, there was a copy of Halo 3 Collector's Edition in the Steelbook, And then when I was bagging it up, it's like, well, the only one my son really wanted was this one. Do you mind? And I was like, well, that's kind of one of the games that I was more excited about because it's the Collector's Edition case. I just got your basic bit. I already got this on my shelf. I want the Steelbook. And then Grandma pipes up, for $20, that's okay. And it's like, oh, thanks for helping, Grandma. Just fuck off and drop your ass off at Shady Pines. Stop helping, Grandma. I was like, yeah, that's fine. You can keep it. That's whatever. But I would have rather had the Steelbook version of Halo 3 because I would have put that on my shelf. Gears of War. I have the Gears of War triple pack, which comes with Gears 1, 2, and like some DLC shit, I think. I don't know. Gears of War. Gears of War 2 Limited Edition. Let's take a look at this. This is an interesting case. So, you got the sealed art book, which is hardcover. That's kind of sweet. Someone stepped on it. It's all dented up. I might try to bend this back into shape, but it's busted up. And got the big fat limited edition manual. And then we got... Gears of War 2 is missing. But we got the collector's disc, the extra content. So, I don't know. I assume that, assuming I can get this bent back into shape, which I probably can, I imagine that Gears of War 2 is basically, like, it's just the same as what I've already got. There's nothing on it, nothing different. And then I got the bonus disc. So, I might hold on to this. I doubt it's worth anything. I doubt any of this is worth selling. I doubt, like, if I sold all of it, I might get, like, fucking $15. Well, all the games. Like, the controllers, I feel I got a good deal on the controllers. The multi-tap, the two Xbox controllers and the multi-tap, the wireless controller I was actually after. I feel that I didn't get ripped off at $20. And then I got a few games I'm going to add to my collection, I guess. I don't think there's anything here worth selling. This, I don't know. This might go on the shelf. And then someone will think that I give a shit about Gears. And that I've got the limited edition. This might be some good shelf filler. So, Gears of War 2 limited edition. Getting into it, guys. Gears of War 3, which I do not have. This is definitely staying in the collection. Enemy Territory, Quake Wars. Know nothing about it. I might try it out. Oh, here it is right now. UFC 2009, Undisputed. What we got? We got Call of Duty Black Ops. Cool. It's like I got an instant Xbox 360 basic bitch collection going. This kid really liked Xbox. The Wi-Fi thing for the original Xbox and just these FPS shooting games. I can imagine what he was yelling into those headset adapters. Some real colorful language. Battlefield Bad Company 2. I think one of the Battlefield Bad Company games had a Metal Gear Solid joke in one of their commercials. That's what I know about this series. I don't know. And then, I forget, this was another Modern Warfare 2 case. And I forget where this was stuffed, but it's Battlefield 3. So I stuck it in this case. So I got Battlefield 3 and an extra Modern Warfare 2 case and manual. Let's see, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Let's see, this is the 2006 Game of the Year. Oh, sequel to the 2006 Game of the Year. Cool. Oh, I guess I didn't see the 2. Ghost Recon 2. And Call of Duty World at War. I got some extra Xbox cases. I got some case upgrades that I need to get done. Nothing really too exciting about these games, but I might try one of these Call of Duties. I'm trying to see, like, what do I got over here? I got Call of Duty Ghosts back here. So I guess I got a pretty good collection of Call of Duty games. I will probably keep these. And most of the discs were in pretty good condition, the ones that I looked at. This one isn't. This one's passable. But most of them are decent condition, not great. I'm going to check out these wireless controllers and see if they work. What would you do if you got this deal? Would you play these Call of Duties? Like, I've never really been that into it, but I figure if I start going through the, like, 6-hour campaigns, I can just beef up my gamer score a little bit. Cool. The things I'm most excited about out of this is throwing this on the shelf. Like I said earlier, I do want to set up a, like, System Link sort of like LAN party and trick some people into coming over. So I've got an extra copy of Halo 3 now, so, you know, Kyle, if I trick you into coming over here to go through some cooperative Halo 3, we'll be able to play each on our own TV, and I think that's pretty cool. I do have multiple 360s, so it is feasible. I have the technology. Just not all of it is here. I don't have the entire network set up. Yeah, so I think that's it. Bomberman's out of frame. I thought Bomberman was in frame. I got my Bomberman piggy bank hanging out on my desk. Went through it last night. Spent hours and hours slaving away doing this landscaping. This is I would call this actual honest to goodness landscaping. Helping this guy like dig out trenches to run some drainage. Dug up some sod and we're putting down these paver stones and sand and leveling it, and like it's honest to goodness full on landscaping. Pays pretty well, you know, generous fella. But after that, I came home and I've worried about these shelves quite a bit, to tell you the truth. The 6 foot by 6 foot, it's a lot of shelf and it's real rickety. So I bought some like bracers, or at least like L-shaped brackets, and I sunk that on the bottom because the baseboard, it just looks real rickety, and I only had 2 wood screws on each side of it. So I threw these bracers on, so that's feeling pretty sturdy. But every time you touch the shelf, it wobbles. And I got this kid coming, so I just see these like, I'm going to keep the kid out of here most of the time, and hell, she's not going to be able to crawl for a while. But I just see at some point in the future someone fucking with that shelf and it tumbling on them. And if you've ever watched an action movie, if a bookshelf falls on you, you're fucked. All right? I've seen what happens in movies when a bookshelf takes a tumble on you. So I bought some other L brackets, and right in the center of the shelf, it lined up perfectly with a stud. So I sunk a couple screws in it, and now that son of a bitch is rock solid. And no more complaints. Still got some shims propping it up because the floor is a little uneven in this basement. But now I'm very happy with these shelves. I got a couple of games I'm going to throw on there. That's always exciting to me. Wow, this video is 25 minutes. Whew, look at that. Who watches this shit? About 15 of you. God bless you. Leave a comment. Ask questions about some of the stuff I got. I'm really excited about working Xbox controllers. They're so hard to find. They get expensive online. I actually like the Xbox S controller. I think it's really comfy. When they work, they're phenomenal. But I've just, run into problems with them. So I'm glad to get two of those. I'm going to test out this wireless one. Does anyone know what the hell this Interact dongle is? I don't know what the hell that thing is. This Wi-Fi thing, I'm going to try to find a generic AC adapter for it and see if I can't get it working. I might hit the interwebs and try to get the software for this downloaded and tossed on my old Xbox. Try to get this thing working. Yeah, that's what I got in the vag this week. I'm going to get this sorted through. I'm going to determine what's staying, what's going in the for sale, giveaway, trade box.